وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُّدَّكِرٍ.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Read Al-Quran the easy way. I welcome you to 44th lesson in which we will study Ikhfa or hiding Noon Sakina or Tanween. So get ready, take a deep breath, charge your brain, smile, turn off distractions and start. You know the Noon Sakina means the Noon with a Sukun or a Noonus Sakinatu. Well, you see there, Noon with a Sukun. And it's a very beautiful, and it gives a beautiful sound that adds beauty to our poems and recitals and everything. So it has special rules. Well, Tanween is also kind of is something which involves Noon Sakina at the end. Therefore, the rules of Noon Sakina and Tanween is the same. The rules are the same. So ban is equal to ban, bin is equal to bin is equal to bun. In the second part you see ba noon fatha ban, ba noon kasra bin, ba noon dhamma bun. Okay, so whether it is double fatha, double kasra, double dhamma, all of these have a hidden Noon Sakina sitting inside them. The second ones, the second strokes or marks or signs have Noon Sakina sitting inside them. So we have same rules whether it is Noon Sakina or Tanween, and there are 4 rules. The first one was to express it, read it normally, and we did that in the last lesson. That is, if Noon Sakina is followed by Hamza, Ha, Ain, Ha, Ghain, Kha, the throat letters, you express Noon Sakina, just say it an. Okay, read it normally. Or Noon Sakina or Tanween. Now let's take the second rule. Before we talk about the second rule, can you read this easily? Untha, untha, untha. You see what's happening is, if you say you are using the tongue tip. Okay, you are touching, if this is the tongue, if this is the tip of the tongue, you are touching the tongue tip, to the top. And tha, when you say tha, again you have to use the tongue tip and just bring it out, the makhraj, little bit between the teeth, or touch the top teeth, little bit of it is out. Tha, untha. This is very difficult, or it's not natural. You are touching it here, then bring it in the front. Untha, 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 untha. So what mashallah, the amazing part of Arabic is, what is being done here is, instead of saying untha, you say untha. Anyway, we'll explain that a little bit later. Similarly, if you have this thing between 2 words, like first word is man, and second word start with the same tha, thaqulat, mantha, mantha, mantha. So you have to move your tongue very fastly. Mantha, untha, untha. It's not smooth. Similarly, here's a third example where we have Tanween followed by again tha. Shihabun tha, shihabun thaqib, shihabun tha, bun thaqib. See, the same situation occurs for the 3 cases. So what is happening here is there is a conflict between the makhraj. Noon Sakina is coming out from the tongue tip, and tha, the, va, ta, da, ta, za, sa, sa, all of these are from tongue tip. So what do? Well, in that case, Noon Sakina says, well, because you are using, the second letter is using the same makhraj, it has to use a tongue tip again. So Noon Sakina will say, well, I will hide, I will get myself suppressed. Ikhfa, that is to hide. Instead of saying untha, you say untha, untha. Okay, and the same is true for fa also. Unfa, even though makhraj is different, but because you have to move your lips fa and push the tongue down, so there is a conflict here, indirect. That's why fa, or also for ja, sha, da, ka, qa. All of these have kind of conflict. So whenever noon sakina or tanween is followed by any of these letters, you hide noon sakina or tanween sound. That's it. So you can remember that fa, it's very easy. Tha, da, da, ta, da, ta, za, sa, sa, these are tip letters. And here just the two lines, jasha, baka, qa. Instead of ya, you can put fa there. So here 9 plus 6. If you put fa here, 6, 9 plus 6, 15. 15 letters. But you don't have to memorize now. Just remember fa. So jasha fa, bring that fa here temporarily. And baka, qa. So remember these 3 fingers and 2 fingers, letters on these two. And inshallah, you know where you have to hide it. And it will also, you will find it not natural, so you will also notice that this is something where noon sakina or tanween has to be hidden. Okay, so we have for idhar we had the sign like this, 2 hands separated, but for ikhfa we are like hiding noon sakina. Okay, not only that, because we hide it, so in hiding we are afraid that it may disappear. Untha. So if somebody is reading fast, he may even skip untha. You may not be able to hear. So you have to give a ghunnah to it and stretch it double so it is clearly expressed. Untha. And for that ghunnah, I am just showing like this. Just remember that you have to do ghunnah. Untha. Hide it and do ghunnah. Untha. Why do you do that ghunnah? You got to help the weak, because noon sakina is, which it needs sukoon, and if you neglect it, it will be forgotten. So you give ghunnah, you give extra attention to it. Untha. Well, why do you do it? The most important reason is that's the way the Prophet ﷺ recited it. These are possible reasons to help you, get some kind of idea as to why we are doing it. Alright, how to do that? Go to the makhraj of the word after noon. For example, untha. So go to tha first, and then don't touch the tip of the tongue. At that spot, just don't touch it, and then take the sound out from your nose. Untha. Okay, this gives a smooth landing. Untha. Okay, just keep the tip just close to the teeth. Tha. Don't hang your tongue in between. Like don't hang the tongue in between in your mouth. Not like this. Okay. Tha. No. Just keep the tip close to the makhraj of the letter, and then take the sound out. Tha. That's natural. Okay. Untha. Well, we will see English words also like pink. Okay, you don't say pinnick. Do you say pinnick or sinnock? Okay, sink, pink, zinc. So there is ikhfa there of noon sakina. Same thing here, but it is more organized here. So this case occurs in the Quran almost 5,200 times for the 15 letters. Okay, so every page has almost 9 occurrences, so it's very important. So let's try to read those words that involve these rules. Try to read with me, or at least repeat after me. So let's take the case of noon sakina followed by fa. So we'll go step by step. Fa, and then tha, da, da, ta, da, ta, za, sa, sa, and jasha, and da, ka, qa. Okay, so let's take the case of noon sakina followed by fa. So how do you say anfusahum? So fa, go close to the makhraj of fa and then take the sound from your nose, like anfusahum, anfusahum, anfusahum. Don't say anfusahum. Means you are hanging the tongue, somewhere in between the mouth. No. Anfusahum. Just go as if you are about to say fa, and then take the sound out from your nose. Anfusahum. Okay. Anfusahum. This one, min fadli. Min fa. Just go close to fa and then stay away a little bit and take the sound from nose. Min fadlihi. Fad, da is very high and thick. Min fadlihi. Min fadlihi. Khalidan. Kha is high sounding. Kha. Don't say khalidan. Kha. Khalidan fiha. Dan fi. Almost dan. Then you bring your lips close to, the sound of the makhraj of fa, and then say khalidan fiha. Khalidan fiha. Let's revise the last three. Anfusahum. And it is all gunna. Gunna means you got to stretch double. Okay, in all these cases you stretch double. Help the weak. Don't suppress it. Don't forget it. Don't neglect it. That's why you stretch it. Okay. Min fadlihi. Khalidan fiha. Once more. Anfusahum. Min fadlihi. Khalidan fiha. Let's take the second case, nun sakina followed by tha. Now we will go, a little bit faster because all of them are same, This one, of course, we studied already. Untha, untha, untha. فمن ثقلت, فمن ثقلت ماء ثجاجا. Once again, ماء ثجاجا. Don't say ثجاجا. ثجاجا means you're hanging the tongue, but say ثجاجا. Your tongue is close to tha makhraj. ثجاجا. Okay. ماء ثجاجا. Or thajjajan, you stop, you say ja. You will learn that later on. Let's revise the last three. Untha, faman thaqulat ma'an thajjajan. Once again. Untha, faman thaqulat ma'an thajjajan. Okay, let's take the third case, which is the. Dhal. Nun sakina followed by dal. Anvir, tha, dha, dha. The three makhraj spots are same. So again, bring the tongue close to the makhraj and then don't let it touch, and take the sound out from the nose and give it double stretch. Anvir, anvir. Min dhakarin. Min dhakarin. The arrow with the wave there shows that you have to do gunna. Okay. Min dhakarin. Nafsin dha'iqatu. Qa is high sounding. Nafsin dha'iqatu. Revise. We'll revise only once because there are too many words here, too many letters. Anvir. Min dhakarin nafsin dha'iqatu. Nun sakina followed by dha. Okay. Yanzuru. Here is a very important point. As you are trying to, you took your tongue close to makhraj of dha, which is very thick and high sounding, and then you are giving the sound of then that nun sakina also will be giving thick sound. Don't say yanzuru. No. Yanzuru. So even the nun sakina sound also will be very thick and high. Yanzuru. Just keep it natural. Yanzuru. Min zahirin. Min zahirin. ظلا ظليلا. ظلا ظليلا. Okay, revise. ينظر من ظهير ظلا ظليلا. See, ظلا lan, but ظليلا, lan is low. Okay, normal. You don't take it high. ظلا ظليلا. Now take the next line now. We covered the first three, tha, dha, dha, and then ta, da, ta. Let's take ta. Anta. Anta. Go close to ta makhraj. Anta. Don't say anta. Don't say anta. Anta. Okay. Min tahtiha. Min tahtiha. Don't say min tahtiha. No. Min tahtiha. Go close to makhraj of ta and then don't touch the tongue. I keep repeating. I hope you got the point. Fariqan taqtuluna. Qan is high sounding. So this noon sakina will be Fariqan taqtuluna. Taq. Again. Fariqan taqtuluna. Revise. Anta min tahtiha. Fariqan taqtuluna. Noon sakina followed by dal. Inda. You don't say inda. Say inda. Min dunihi. Min dunihi. Qinwanun daniyatun. Qi is high sounding, okay? Qinwanun daniyatun. Revise. عند من دونه قنوان دانية. Noon sakina followed by ta. ينطق. Again ta is high sounding, very high, very thick and high sounding, so your noon sakina also will be similar. ينطق. Qu is high, so ينطق. ينطق. من طين. من طين. قوما طاغين. منط. قو is high sounding. قوما طاغين. قوما طاغين. غي is high sounding, so I'm going all the way. قوما طاغين. قوما طاغين. Okay, let's revise the last three. ينطق من طين قوما طاغين. Once again. ينطق من طين قوما طاغين. Noon sakina followed by za. Okay. Za, sa, sa. Now we come to these three who have the same makhraj. So the noon sakina will be, coming out from almost the same makhraj. So don't say anzala. Anzala. No. Anzala. Just take the tongue close to za makhraj and then take the sound out from your nose. Anzala. Anzala means sent down. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent down the Quran. Min zakatin. Min zakatin. Don't say min. No. Min zakatin. Yawma idhin zurqa. Or zurqan. Okay. Qan is high sounding. Yawma idhin zurqan. Revise. Anzala min zakatin. In zakat, the waw has no sign, so no sound. Min zakatin. Yawma idhin zurqan. Noon sakina followed by sin. Okay, za, sa, sa. So we covered tha, va, va, ta, da, pa, za, sa, sa, and also the fa. Okay, so let's take sin. Al-insana. Go close to the makhraj of sin and then take the sound out from your nose. Al-insana. Don't say al-insan. You're hanging the tongue in between. Insana. الإنسان الإنسان okay عن سبيل قولا qa is high sounding قولا سديدا or سديدا قولا سديدا revise الإنسان عن سبيل قولا سديدا نون ساكنة followed by صاد ينصرون صاد is very thick and high so you go like this yun and noon sakina also will be thick and high because we are at the same spot ينصرون ينصرون same makhraj okay من صيام من صيام من صيام don't say من صيام okay من صيام عملا صالحا عملا صالحا عملا صالحا عملا صالحا okay revise ينصرون من صيام عملا صالحا عملا صالحا نون ساكنة followed by جيم والإنجيل go to the جيم spot and then give the sound of nun sakina والإنجيل or والإنجيل من جاء فصبر جميل صا is thick صب sorry صا and ba has qalqala فصبر جميل revise والإنجيل من جاء فصبر جميل نون ساكنة followed by sheen Jim, sheen, ya have same spot but we are doing only for two jim and sheen أنشأكم أنشأكم don't say أنشأكم no no أنشأكم similarly من شيء نفس شيئا or شيئا نفس شيئا revise أنشأكم من شيء نفس شيئا نون ساكنة followed by ضاد is very thick and high so when you reach there your noon sakina also will be like that موضود okay موضود ومن ضل don't say ضل come down for la okay ومن ضل قوما qa is high sounding قوما من ضالين as long as you are stretching that mad after dad it also will be high sounding the alif mad also will be high sounding don't say da okay sorry da قوما ضالين okay revise موضود ومن ضل قوما ضالين نون ساكنة followed by kaf عنكم this is close to English okay pink zinc okay so but here we have to give غنة عنكم you don't say pink so don't say عنكم okay similarly عنكم go close to makhraj of kaf just like pink if you were to say pink in Arabic you will say pink zinc. So you're not saying pink, okay, zinc. You don't hang the tongue in between. Ankum, ankum, in kuntum. Here we have two ikhfas, okay? Nun sakina followed by kaf, and then the second nun sakina followed by ta. So you have in kuntum, in kuntum. First nun sakina will be close to kaf, second nun sakina will be close to ta. In kuntum. You will get control inshallah as you practice. It's very simple. Rizqun kareemun, rizqun kareemun. Revise. Ankum in kuntum rizqun kareemun. Nun sakina followed by qaf. Okay, daqa qaf is the last one. Lamunqalibun. Now qaf is high sounding, so your nun sakina also will be high sounding because you are preparing yourself and you are going close to the makhraj of qaf, and then then holding back to give sound of ghunna. So lamunqalibun, qali. Okay, lamunqalibuna, lamunqalibuna. Min qareebin, min qareebin, min qareebin. Ala kulli shay'in qadirun, shay'in qadirun. Okay, revise. Lamunqalibuna min qareebin ala kulli shay'in qadirun. I'm showing these hands so that you know it. I mean, this is not part of recitation, of course. This is just to help you locate or change the characteristics as per requirements or attributes of the words or the letters. Let's write the most common words. Inda means near. Inda, very simple. Inda kuntum. Okay. In spoken Arabic you can say kuntum, but when you read Quran you read the way the Prophet ﷺ recited, and it's very smooth landing. Kuntum. And also whenever you have ghunna, a very important point, it gives you time for thinking, emphasis, stress. Okay, kuntum means you were. We had only two words there. So let's say, find out how many hiding cases are there in this part of the verse. How many hiding cases? First nun sa in tansurullaha yansurkum. So you have 1, 2, 3. Nun sakina followed by ta, nun sakina followed by sad, nun sakina followed by sad. So 3 cases. Okay. How about this one? Well, it's a long one. فَإِن طِبْنَ لَكُمْ عَنْ شَيْءٍ مِّنْهُ نَفْسًا فَكُلُوهُ. So you have, there you are. فَإِن طِبْنَ عَنْ شَيْءٍ نَفْسًا فَكُلُوهُ. Okay, 3 cases. Before we close, let's take spoken Arabic. We have alayhi, alayhim, alayka, alaykum, alayya, alayna, alayha. Ala means on. Assalamu alaikum, peace be on you. Alayhi means on him. Alayhim, alayka, alaykum, alayya, alayna, alayha. Please practice this, inshallah. It's very simple. That's all for now. By now you know how to recite the words that occur approximately 39,500 times and the meanings of words that occur 29,000 times. Practice this again and again. That's all for now. Jazakumullah khair. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum. Learn to read Al-Quran, learn Tajweed, understand Al-Quran and memorize it using easy, scientific and interactive methods. Get ebooks, videos, audios, posters, PowerPoint files, app links for different courses. We have specialized Montessori materials and games for making the Quran easy for kids and a teacher's resource center too. Get personalized one-to-one online courses that suit your needs from expert teachers. For free trial, write to admin@understandquran.com or visit understandquran.com. Wassalamu alaikum